Good morning. Today I'll be taking up the chapter Glimpses of India, Part 2. We'll be visiting Kodugu or Kurg. As all of us know, we have a Sainik school in Kodugu also. Karnataka has two Sainik schools, one in Bijapur and one in Kodugu. So we'll be reading the chapter Kurg. Kurg is a coffee country famous for rainforest and spices. So when Kurg comes to our mind, it is all about coffee, rainforest, and spices. Midway between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore sits a piece of heaven that must have drifted from the kingdom of God. Very beautiful description. I think all of you know Kurg is called the Scotland of India because it's very beautiful and it is situated between Mysore and Mangalore and it is like a heaven.
Not dating.
This land of rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race of martial men, beautiful women, and wild creatures. So, Kurg is known for brave men, and the contribution to armed forces by this particular region is very high. We all know Kariyappa and Timaya. So they are from Kurg. So Kurg is definitely a land of braves. Kurg or Kodagu, the smallest district of Karnataka, is home to evergreen rainforest, spices, and coffee plantation. So Kurg is well known for rainforests, spices, and coffee plantation. Evergreen rainforests cover 30% of the district. During the monsoon, it pours enough to keep many visitors away. The season of joy commences from September and continues till March. The weather is perfect with some showers thrown in good measure. The air breathes of invigorating coffee. The moment you enter Kodagu and you feel the fragrance of coffee everywhere. Beautiful coffee estates and colonial bungalows stand tucked under three canopies. Canopies are roof like covering in prime corners. So you can imagine and you can see the picture of a Kodava man dressed, how, what you call, the local dress is, you can understand. The fiercely and independent people of Kurg are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. So there is a story why the Kurgs, they are brave, they are very beautiful, handsome. There's a story behind it because possibly they have a Greek and Arabic descent. I don't know whether you know, usually Greek men, they are called the most handsome men. Our Ritik Roshan, he is referred as a Greek god. Why? Because of his good physical appearance. So Greek the men are very beautiful. The fiercely independent people of Kurg are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. As one story goes, a part of Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here when return became impractical. So, why there is a Greek or Arabic descent is because Alexander the Great had moved on south with his army and settled in Kurg because the return became impractical. These people married amongst the locals. These Greeks of Alexander's army and men, they married the local Kodava ladies. That is why they have that Greek or Arabic descent. and their culture is apparent in the martial traditions, marriage, and religious rites, which are distinct from the Hindu mainstream. The theory of Arab origin draws support from the long black coat. So why it is referred that they have a Arab descent? Because their way of dressing. See this man, he has worn a long black coat. That is why we say that possibly there is a Greek or Arabic descent. With an embroidered waist belt worn by the Kodus, known as kufia. It resembles the kufia worn by Arabs and Kurds. So, why there is a reference to Arab descent? Because the resemblance of the embroidered waist belt worn by the Kodus, which is known as kufia in Kannada and kufia in Arab. Kurg homes have a tradition of hospitality and they are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor. So, the people of Kudgu, they are valorous, they are chivalrous, they are brave, and they join the armed forces. The Kurg regiment, so in the armed forces, the Kurg regiment is very well known, is one of the most decorated in the Indian army. And the first chief of the Indian army, General Karyappa, was a Kurgi. Even now, Kodavus are the only people in India permitted to carry firearms without a license. So these are the special things which the district has. They are the only people in India who can carry firearms without a license. Otherwise, license is mandatory. So, very beautiful state, our own state, but a unique culture of Kodavas. The river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills and forests of Kurg, Mahasir. A large freshwater fish abound with these waters. Kingfishers dive for their catch while squirrels and langurs drop partially eaten fruits for the mischief of enjoying the splash and ripple effect in the clear water. Elephants enjoy being bathed and scrubbed in the river by the mahots. So this is talking about the nature that there is a Mahasir river. Freshwater fishes are there in Kurgu Mahasir, and then kingfishers are enjoying squirrels, langurs, elephants. So lot of nature, and you can enjoy the bounties of nature in case you visit Kodagu. The most laid back individuals become converts to the life of high energy and adventure with river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing, and mountain climbing. So these things needn't have any introduction to my cadets. They're all NCC and adventure club people. So if you are a lover of adventure, definitely Kodugu is for you. There is a lot of canoeing, rappelling, mountain biking. Then you can walk numerous walking trails like our timber trail in this region are the favorite with trekkers. So for adventure lovers, there is a lot of scope in Kodugu. Birds, bees, and butterflies are there to give you company. Macaws, Malabar squirrel, langurs, slender loris keep a watchful eye from the tree canopy. So, on the way, when you are on your adventurous trails and mountaineering and all, definitely you meet all these langurs, Malabar squirrels, everybody. I do, however, prefer to step aside for wild elephants. So don't take a risk with wild elephants of Kodugu. You give them way. The climb to the Brahmagiri hills brings you into a panoramic view of the entire misty landscape of Kurg. So, if you go to the Brahmagiri hills, you can see the entire misty landscape of Kodugu. A walk across the rope bridge leads to the 64-acre island of Nisargadaam, running into the Buddhist monks from India's largest Tibetan settlement at nearby Baikalakuppe is a bonus. So there is a Tibetan settlement also. You can visit. It is a bonus for you apart from the monks in red and ochre and yellow robes are amongst the many surprises that wait to be discovered by visitors searching for the heart and soul of India right in Kodugu. So, Kodugu has a diverse culture, and you can enjoy life in Kodugu in the coffee plantations, rainforests, Tibetan monasteries, nature. Many things are there in Kodugu. So, in case we are planning to go to Kodugu, how to reach? Yes, so Madgeri is the district headquarters, is the only gateway to Kodugu or Kurg. The misty hills, lush forest, and coffee plantation will cast a spell on you. You will feel magical when you reach Kodugu. Find a resort, coffee estate, or stay in a homestay for a truly Kurgi experience. So, if in case you are planning a flight, then the nearest airports are Mangalore and Bangalore. There are flights to Mangalore from Mumbai and to Bangalore from Ahmedabad, Chennai, Delhi, Goa, Hyderabad, Kochi, Kolkata, Mumbai, and Pune. In case you are going to use Indian Railways, then the rail heads are Mysore, Mangalore, Hassan. If you are going by bus, two routes to Kodugu from Bangalore, both are almost the same distance. The route via Mysore is frequented one. The other route is Nelmangla, Kunigal, or Channarayana Patna. So there are a lot of scope. If you are a keen traveler, the options of flight and rail and road, everything is open.
Can I start, ma'am?
Yeah.
Good morning, cadets. Today I'll be taking up the chapter Glimpses of India. I'll be taking you to your own state, that is Karnataka. One state, many worlds. We have Chikmagalur, Bandipur, Kurg, Bangalore Palace, then the famous Dashara celebrations, Rajiv Gandhi National Park. So, the tourism of Karnataka uses the phrase one state, many worlds. You will be surprised to know Kurg is called the Scotland of India. It is famous for hills, old world charm, coffee, amazing food, vivid cultures, and warm hospitality. Madikeri is the hilly capital of Kodagu region. It has the Madikeri Fort, Raja Seat, acres of coffee estate, and the Raja's tomb. Bailakuppe, that is the last Tibetan settlement in South India, known for its monasteries, handicrafts, carpet factories, and incense factories. monastery. The main one among these are the greatest Gumpa of Serajay and Serame. Now let us look at the location and climate. Kurg is located 260 kilometers southwest of Bangalore, tiniest district of South Karnataka. The largest river Kaveri is worshipped by local people. Seasons winter, December to February, summer is from March to May, and it rains from June to November. It is the largest producer of coffee in India. Thick forest of sandalwood, rosewood, Madgeri, the district capital, is known as
district of Karnataka. It is known as Kodagu. Kurg lies between the coastal town of Mangalore and Mysore. It is very beautiful place. It is famous for coffee plantation, our rainforest. 30% of area is converted with the evergreen rainforests. The best season to visit this place is from September to March. The weather is perfect. The air is full of coffee flower. There are beautiful colonial bungalows in prime corners. The people of Kurg are independent and brave. They are possibly of Greek and Arabic descent. According to a story, apart from Alexander army did not return and was settled here. They married among the locals. This cultural can be seen in traditions, marriage and religious customs. Other theory says that these peoples are originated from Arabs. It is evident from the long black coat worn by the people. It is like a kupiya worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. Kurd homes have tradition of hospitality. They are brave people. Their tales of bravery are very famous. The Kurg regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian army. The first chief of Indian army, General Karyappa, was a Kurg. Even today, the Kodagus are only people in India who are allowed to carry firearms without a license. There are a variety of natural scenes which can be enjoyed by the tourists. Kaveri, the only river of the area, gets its water from Kurg hill. This river is full of maheshir, a large freshwater fish. One can see elephant, kingfishers, squirrels, and enjoying themselves in the lap of nature. Birds, bees, and butterflies give one a good company here. Elephants enjoy being bathed here. The river and mountain offer various adventurous game like river rafting. Find numerous walking trails in area. From the Brahmagiri hills, one can enjoy a panoramic view of the entire landscape of Kurg. There is 64-acre island of Nisargadama nearby. It can be reached through a rope bridge. Buddhist monks are settled in